Good morning, guys. It's Narish here from My Producer Journey again. Welcome back. So, following on from yesterday's video, was feeling a little bit down, I guess, on sort of the journey. And I think you get these days, but another day, another morning, and we're at it again. Taking a different approach. Yesterday's made me think about perhaps, I'm not looking at the bigger picture. Too homed into the smaller details, and I can't really see how the whole thing is coming together. So what I've got on my desktop here is a reference track. So I'm using Space Raiders by Charlotte de Witt. It's a remix, and I'm using this because it's simple. to be honest, it isn't a very complex track. It's a techno track, but it's fantastic to learn from. The variations they've got in there of their main idea, I think helps to kind of piece together how the whole arrangement comes together. So what I'm hoping to do from here, and I'll show you what I've done, is kind of take out the components, the ingredients that make that track, and try and reverse engineer the learnings from their track so that I can go onto the Terrace and create those parts with that sort of image in my mind. And maybe I need to use this as a crib sheet to say, right, okay, I've got this part, and kind of plot along the arrangement as I go along, just until it kind of sinks in and I can see where I'm going. And I think maybe this is typical because of other producers perhaps learning this, is that we don't really know where we're going with the loops and the parts that we've got, and then we end up in this loop cycle, which is what happened to me yesterday, I think. And parts of it happened last week, but there was a motivation in it, sort of running there, and excitement, thinking, okay, I'm going to do this every day. It's a lot harder than you might think, but at the same time, it's good to just throw yourself in, and so hence what I've been doing. So let's have a look at the session here that I've got open. So I'm going to click start recording so you guys can see. Here's there. Okay, so I loaded in the Charlotte. Let me just check. Yep. Okay, so I loaded in the track, and then you can see what I've done here is I started to mark out. So these are all blank. Sorry, I should say these are all just blank MIDI tracks that enable me to color code, and there's no specific science behind the color coding I've just used there. It's pretty random at the moment. I think I could refine that and maybe do something a bit smarter around that. I heard about techniques that use, I guess, the spectrum here, and based on the different frequencies of where sounds land, you can color code these in so that you know, okay, well, a kick and a bass is going to be down at the low end frequencies, and you could color them in. But for now, I've just kept it simple. This is the track, and what makes up the track, what are the ingredients. So I started first of all with just trying to find what the main idea was, so that's kind of what we focus on first. So intro. I also put in bars as well, because I think I wanted to know, and generally, every 8 bars, 16 bars, you're seeing changes, which I guess we know, but I just wanted to put in just to see it. Kicks, bass, clap, so the whole drum, I guess they're all colored there. Drums, some effects. Now, I always get confused around what's a pad and a lead and hooks and stuff like that. So I put in what I think it is. I don't know if it is for sure. It's a learning point. Well, I kind of know what they are, but I'm not 100%. Sometimes I get confused on that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I guess it's just a placeholder. I know there's some melodic, musical element in there that's doing something, and it's doing it for so many bars, and it comes in at a certain point in an arrangement. I guess that's where I'm going with this. So if we start the track, I need my headphones for this. A quick sip of coffee as well. There we are. Okay. So in the intro part, 8 bars, kick and a bass. I hear some effects coming in there in the background. Turn it up a bit. There's also some sort of reverb in there. Drops out. Bass, some sort of closed hat. And I called it a lead synth that. Well, I can't say it, but I mean. There's this kind of screaming sound. This is what I call the pad swelling up. So then you got the ride. Fast forward a bit. Filters all out. Still the same component, but the variation is just on, I guess, some sort of filter. Then instrument comes in, ride. Ride's in there, open hat's joined. The swelling is still coming up, but that lead has gone. But it comes back around here. There you go, you can hear it again. Very subtle. Breakdown, some kind of screaming thing. Really dumping kick a little bit. Pretty simple though. First hat, ride, bass. Outro. It seems like this is just copied over from over here, placed in here. So the main idea seems to be 2 parts. So what I've done here is got this pink main idea 1, main idea 2, and I said this, and I've created versions of this because I think they're variations. So version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think this is the main. If you loop that up, I think that is the main idea. Just that screaming. Ride. And some effects in there. Now if we compare that to the other idea, which I think is this, it's swapped out that synth. But it's the same MIDI pattern by the sound of it. It's a different sound. That's all that's changed. Interesting. So actually it's the same idea. There we are. But that's something after I've listened to this later on. You can see that it's got the, actually it is just 1 part, which is very interesting. Okay, so I didn't realize that, but okay, so very simple track, and what I want to now do in my next session is to kind of use this to kind of build mine. So what I will do, I think, having listened to this, is maybe pick out a few more of my samples and then bring that back into the SP16 Torize, and use a squid to generate. So, and then use this as a reference. I might not come out the song sketch sort of safety net, and try and build around this. So yeah, join me on the next one. Let's see how that one goes down. I guess the focus will be just to get the parts, lay them out as I've seen here, consciously that this is using filters, different sounds, so automation, and I guess but the song structure is staying the same. That's what I'm realizing here. Automation and different instruments are being used to create that variation on that idea, but generally it's relatively the same thing all the way through, which is, I guess, why this track is great for learning from. So I'm going to put it up. Hopefully nobody has any issue with this, learning from it. I'm grateful for the guys who've made this track with Charlotte, and I don't know how much she's worked on this in terms of remixing it, but yeah, thank you very much, guys, helping us producers here learn how to make techno music. So hopefully it doesn't get taken down or sort of black marked in any way. But anyway, we'll find out. Okay, guys, I'll stop there. Thank you very much. If you like this sort of stuff, click on the subscribe as usual, and the bell to notify. I'm trying to do this every day, so there'll be something or another on this journey. And so yeah, okay, guys, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Bye bye.